Hello everyone. This is a quick demonstration on the Airflame or Airflam, however which way you want to pronounce it, lighter. It's a chemical reactive lighter. Uses chemical reaction to ignite. Does not use a flint or anything to ignite it. The type of fuel that these use is methanol or like heat in a yellow bottle. You do not use lighter fluid or anything like that. It needs the methanol aspects to ignite with that chemical reaction between the methanol oxygen and the platinum wire with the little carbon ball that's inside there. The way you fuel these, it's like a little lipstick cylinder. There's a little dimple in the one side of the darker color, whether it's red, black, blue, whatever. That's the bottom of the lighter. That dimple, if you turn this, and sometimes if they've been sitting a long time, if somebody used them, there could be a little corrosion between the aluminum tubes, so it might take a little bit to try and loosen it up, or you might have to spray some lubricant or penetrating oil or something down inside there. You don't want to saturate it because you don't want to soak up the filter, the material that's in there that holds the alcohol. But so you slide that off, you just turn it just a little bit. As you can see, there's just a slight notch in there with a groove where that little dimple in the side fits into. So that's how you fuel it. And I have a bottle here that with a little hole, just a little squeeze bottle, put it in there, 20-30 drops, whatever, to saturate it, that filter element that's in there. You don't want to overdo it and get fuel all over the place, because then you can cause a bigger fire, so make sure you don't overfill. And again, you're using a methanol type fuel, such as the heat in the yellow bottle. And you want to make sure the cap stays on when you're fueling it, because like I said, it's a chemical reaction. When oxygen gets to it, it ignites. So you don't want it igniting and causing a big fire when you're fueling it, and getting things caught on fire or burning you or anything. So make sure the cap is on when you're fueling. The cap you'll have to probably pull off just a little bit when you go to install the bottom cap again, so that way you can get it to seat all the way, and then turn it a little bit clockwise to lock it in place. But it simply ignites by removing the cap, and a little oxygen gets in there. See if it ignites. You can see it trying. There it goes. And I don't have much fuel in there right now, but I'm just doing this for demonstration here for the time being. See if it ignites for us again. There it goes. It's burning. And see the blue flame there. But typically, if I had this filled up all the way with fuel, the more wind it gets, the bigger the flame would get. You can see it there a little bit. But because you can wave your hand in front of it or blow on it a little bit and it'll ignite, but it's being a little more difficult for me today here because I don't have a lot of fuel in there. So then you just put it out by placing the cap back on there. Hopefully that answers any questions as to how these work and what kind of fuel that you use in them. And thank you for watching.